Hello, I'm David Hibbins and welcome to the North Shore Market Wrap, the last one for 2019. So let's look at the year in review. Now in November we finished with a new record sale price for Auckland of $885,000. 10 regions experienced their highest sale price in the last 32 months. So we're actually seeing a lot of growth in the marketplace across New Zealand. Now in terms of the North Shore, the median sale price for November came in at $985,000. So that's up on the $980,000 it was in October. We've seen 346 properties sold across the North Shore, so that's a 7.8% increase in the number of properties that were sold versus the prior month. And the number of days to sell is sitting at 35 days for November. In September it was 990 and there were 249 sales, and it was 38 days to sell a property. So we're seeing the number of days to sell come right down as there's obviously increased activity and decision making from buyers and sellers in the market. Now how do we start the year? Let's have a look at it. Well, back at the beginning of the year in January, the median sale price was $920,000. There were only 155 properties sold in the month of January, and it took 45 days to sell a property. The media was awash with articles that were quite negative about the real estate market, and it was all doom and gloom. Let's look, 11 months later, interest rates are low, increased buyer activity, auction clearance rates are vastly different to where they were at the beginning of the year, hovering around about the 75% mark, and we're seeing a lot of urgency amongst buyers to transact on property. That's evidenced with the 346 properties that sold in the month of November alone versus 155 in January. And if we look at that huge increase in sales from 249 sales in September through to 346. The median sale price across the North Shore has been in a reasonable holding pattern between the $950 to just shy of $1 million throughout the year. So as we've seen the quarters unfold, we've seen that median fluctuating, and that would depend on how many top-end properties sold or if there was a restriction of property available that was impacting on the market. In terms of Auckland, well, Auckland's obviously got its new record sale price of $885,000, up 2.5%. On October's $863,000. In November it was, a year ago it was $860,000. So we've seen an increase, in the Auckland market as well. If we look at sales volumes, alone, well, November came in at 2,335 properties sold, in Auckland, which is great. That's an 8.7% increase year on year. When we look back at November 2018, when 2,148 properties sold. So there's confidence in the market. Sales volumes, if we look at the prior month were 2,335, versus 2,066, I should say. So we've seen a 13% increase in the sales volumes in the Auckland market in the last month alone. And the number of days to sell is at 35 for Auckland, so it's down 2 days on where it was last year. So look, as you head into the Christmas holidays, have a great break. The Auckland market is active, the North Shore market is active. My prediction is that next year we're going to see a very busy real estate market. So have a fantastic time with your families, enjoy the summer holidays, have a great Christmas, and look, call me in the new year if I can be of any help or any assistance with any real estate decisions. Merry Christmas everyone, hope you have a great time.